Jolan Trund, welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy, and it's time for another episode of our little A to Z officer series. And today I want to talk about a rare officer, and that's Tuvok. You have seen a Tuvok video maybe, but that was the preview one, which I usually do when they come out and when they're introduced into a game with an arc. But now I want to do a proper one after using Tuvok, after knowing how to source him. In the beginning it's always very different than later. And so we will talk about him again. But still, I'm going to start with the basics. And that's that he's class science, which means to need science badges to upgrade him. He's from the group Voyager, which means he can give synergy to a captain of that group if he's on the bridge as well. And it's a faction federation, which means you need federation faction credits to upgrade him. And because he's from a TV series, Voyager of course, but not only Voyager by the way, there is a bit longer info text in the info box. You know, there's always a text about every officer in the info box, but when they are from movies or series, they're usually a bit longer. And if you haven't seen Voyager, you might want to have a look here. But you already could hear that he does not have a captain maneuver. But he does have an officer ability and a below deck ability, and I'm regularly using both of them. First, let's talk about the officer ability. That's artifact analysis. He increases the amount of artifact tokens gained from formation armadas by 100%. And that's something you really should not forget. I don't know how often it happened to me, I must admit that. When we're doing spontaneous formadas, as we call them, I so often forgot to put Tuvok on the bridge. And I really try to think about this every time I do formadas, because you should always have him on the bridge as well when you do formadas to get more of the artifact tokens. And it's so important because you with all the grinds we have in this game, all the different loops and everything, at some point you will not have a chance to do formatas that often. And so whenever you have the chance, make the best of it and put Tuvok on the bridge, because that really, really helps. The same with his below deck ability. You shouldn't forget to put him on the ship when you're doing that either. And that's the logical logistics. It increases your ship's cargo capacity by 150% of base if your ship is the USS Voyager. And when do you need that with the USS Voyager? Well, it's not my usual raiding ship or whatever. So in my case, it's when I go mining anomalies. You pay with a token to enter those spaces. I mean, I have so many of those nowadays. In the beginning, you will be very happy that Tuvok is there. Later on, you will not care about those tokens anymore because you've got loads of them. And you don't have the chance to go there all the time because of all the different loops. And you really have to set priorities here. So I don't know how many thousand times I could go into one of those systems now. But nevertheless, once you're in there, you want to stay there as long as you can. And Tuvok is a big help there. And I usually combine that with my best cargo crew, with Ston and Co. And add Tuvok below deck. So I really get the maximum out of my Voyager cargo. And so both abilities are something where you shouldn't forget to put him on the ship in these situations, which happens to me, unfortunately. But as a rare officer, of course, he does have two abilities for away teams, and that's security and analytical. You see, I upgraded him once, probably because I had to spend those trade XP for some event. I'm not sending him out to away team assignments, even if security and analytical are often asked by some of those away team missions, especially security. There's not so many officers out there, but I don't send him out. I keep him so that whenever we do some spontaneous formata again, if I don't forget him again, then I put him on the ship immediately. And if I find the time to send the Voyager mining, then I put him below deck as well. And that is why I'm not sending him to away teams. But you definitely want to know how to get him, and so we have to go to some places. First, we have to go to the Xborg faction. And scroll, and search where the officers were. There's the officer exchange, and here's the Voyager crew, and there you have a chance of getting Tuvok shards here if you exchange rare Xborg credits for officers. But that's not the only one now. There's more. We also have him in one of the refineries, and that's one of the newer ones. It's the Isomatter refinery, and oh yeah, I cannot show you at the moment. In the officer exchange, there was Tuvok. No, not in the officer exchange. In the volatile Isomatter exchange, there was Tuvok as well. There's the Voyager crew in here and some Enterprise E officers, but I have to wait another 4 hours to show you. So you just will have to believe me that Tuvok is in there as well. And then with his officer ability, there's another place where we need to go to, and that's the artifact gallery. Here I have to think about, was that right here? There's Tuvok as well in the complex nanotech exchange as well. So you have 3 different occasions where you can get Tuvok shards, and you see that you even can get 38 of him at once. So that's not a bad one to do. And if we exchange, let's see if we get some Tuvok here. I'm not filming another Tuvok video today. No, it's just Harry and Tom. But there was a chance of getting Tuvok. So 3 different ways of getting him nowadays, and that's much easier than in the beginning when he was introduced into the game. So a lot of people should be able to get him. And if you want to tell me how you are using Tuvok, please do it either in the comments below the video or on Discord. If you're not on Discord yet, have a look in the pinned comment how to do that. And if you want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.